Hi everybody, my name is Carlos Kessler. I am a nursing student at West Coast University. I would like to start asking you guys a few questions. How many of you guys snooze your alarm so many times in the morning that you are crunched with time and now you're rushing to get out of your house? So what do you sacrifice then? Your breakfast, right? So there was a survey done in 2014 that showed that 27 million people in the United States skip breakfast. That is almost 10% of our population skipping breakfast. How many of you guys skip breakfast? I know I used to. So, how many of you guys also think that a cup of coffee and maybe a donut is enough to satisfy as a breakfast? Well, today my goal is to persuade enough of you guys to begin to eat breakfast every day, and not only just any breakfast, but a nutritious breakfast. So let's begin. I'd like to begin by telling you the side effects the body has when you skip breakfast in the morning. So let's start out by a regular day. You go to sleep, and on an average night, you sleep about 8 hours. You wake up and you skip breakfast. Now, this means that you've been starving your body for 8 hours. Now, I'm assuming you're not going to get a chance to eat anything unless you have a snack or you get to lunch. So let's assume you won't eat anything until you get to lunch. Now, this may be 5 hours after you get to work or you get to school or whatever it is you go. So now, 8 plus 4 equals 12. So now you're 12 hours of starving your body without any nutrition to get you going in the morning. So what does your body do? Your body begins to squeeze the fat out of your cells in order to get energy and consume that fat. Now, many of you guys are thinking, well, isn't that a good thing that my body is consuming my fat in order to produce fuel? In a way, it isn't a good thing because your fat cells will deplenish, and when you go and eat lunch, your body thinks, okay, he's not feeding me well enough in the morning for me to work right. So when he feeds me lunch, I'm gonna absorb everything and store it as fat. So now you're gaining weight. So number one side effect of skipping breakfast is weight gain. Believe it or not, if you skip breakfast and don't eat breakfast for an X amount of hours, you're going to gain weight. The number two effect. Now, according to No Kid Hungry, there was a study done where students were analyzed because they skipped breakfast. They were analyzed and they showed that they have slower memory recall and they also have a slower cognitive functioning. Now, these students also showed to be even more tardy and to maybe even skip a grade or a semester. So this has a bad effect on your cognitive function. Now, there was another study done by No Kid Hungry that also showed that those students who eat breakfast regularly and every morning tend to have a more nutritious life and have a better vitamin intake and live a healthier life and not have any overweight problems. So what does this mean to us as nursing students? As nursing students, it is important for us to be at our peak of our cognitive function. So by eating breakfast every morning, you will be able to perform better in school, whether it is doing quizzes, whether it is doing homework, classwork, or even tests, midterms, or finals. You're going to be better because your cognitive function functions better with a full stomach and a daily breakfast. The second part that I want to talk to you guys about is about a study done by WebMD, which showed that breakfast skippers are at 15% more likely to gain a substantial amount of weight and also 21% likely to develop type 2 diabetes. Now, why does this happen? This happens because when you skip breakfast, your body goes to an insulin shock and an insulin peaks and then it drops down. Now you're having problems maintaining your glucose level in your body, resulting in type 2 diabetes. The third and final study that I want to show you guys is a study done by Harvard School of public health. The researchers showed that men who regularly skip breakfast had a 27% higher risk of having a heart attack or even death from coronary heart disease. Now, this is serious. You could go into a heart attack or even die from coronary disease because you're skipping breakfast. You're cutting 15 minutes of your daily morning routine to skip breakfast. Now, I used to skip breakfast all the time. Back in my high school years, I used to skip breakfast all the time. So what I found out is that breakfast could be really easy and really fast and very nutritious. All you need to do is make sure you have a well-balanced breakfast between vitamins and proteins to get you through the morning. My daily routine consists of getting up 10 to 15 minutes early, and it takes me 5 minutes to prepare my breakfast and 10 minutes to eat it. Now, in 15 minutes, I'm enjoying a healthier life and having less side effects and less risks of many diseases because I'm eating my daily breakfast. Now, a daily breakfast doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as a bowl of oatmeal with milk, a bowl of cereal, maybe some bananas and fruits and oranges, and you could also have a couple of eggs, which takes 5 minutes to do. Now, I hope this information persuaded you guys to begin to eat breakfast on a daily basis for a healthier lifestyle. Thank you very much for listening to this speech.